Everyone, welcome to CP Geeks. I am Abhay. Today we'll be solving single number problem from leetcode. Let's go through problem statement. Given a non-empty array of integer nums, every element appear twice except for one. Find the single number. You must implement a solution with with a linear runtime complexity and use only constants. Okay. So from this statement we get few things. So there is an array number is given nouns. It contains some value. Let's take example 1 2 2 1 and all the number are repeated. Let's take some complicated example, like example 2 4 1 2 1 2. Okay, so problem statement says there is an array given and all the numbers inside this one is duplicated, except for one number. So we need to find that one number. So if you see this array, there is a copy of 1, there is a copy of 2, and 4 is the only unique number over there. Okay, since number length is from 1, so like we don't need to check for nums dot length equal to 0. So if there is only one number, that's the unique number. And there are multiple ways to solve this problem. One way, like just looping through all the elements. So for 4 we will check like uh, for 4 we will go through entire array and check is there another 4. If we didn't find one, we will return the 4. For the same for the 1, once we got our element we can return the element value. Let's assume 4 is over there in the end. Let's start from 1. So for 1 we will look, we will go over entire array and we'll check like if index is same, then we'll just continue, and after that we'll check if there is a copy of this element and index is not the same. So we'll check like a assume we are looking over for I equal to I for outer loop and j for inner loop. So we'll check like nums nums j and equal to j, and then we will return the array. Let me write the code for this one. Just the nums dot size. It will take few minutes, but if code is there, it's easier to explain. Size j plus plus. J. Return. Okay, we cannot return here. We need to add one flag, and we need to also create one answer variable. Okay. I don't think it will like break the constraints, but we'll see. And now I can assign answer is non-sign, and we also can create one flag is found is false. We can set like is found true. Is found true, and we can break from here. And in the output, we also need to break from there. If is found equals to break, and now I can return the answer. But the problem with this solution is we need to use like two loops in this one. So the time complexity will be like order of n square. Order of n square. Since problem says solution should have linear time complexity, so we need to optimize that. In some cases, like if there is uh, n to the power 2 complexity, in that case what we do, we create one array or map to store those values and reduce the time complexity, but this increases space complexity. It's kind of trade-off. We trade time for space. Time complexity, we can reduce the time complexity, but it is increase the space complexity. So it will explain their solution also. So we'll create one map. So let's take example 2 again. Now it's equal to 4 1 2 1 2, and then we'll create map. What this map will contain, the key will be current element of the array, and value will be count of that element in this array. So let's start with 4. So for assume we are writing like something like that, key colon value. So since key is 4, and we'll look through the array, and what we'll do, we will count. So 4 is one time, and 1 is two time, and 2 is also two times. So this way we are sure that element 4 is only one time. In this case we'll look through the map again, and we'll find out like only 4 is repeated. The problem with this solution is, okay, let me time space complexity. And complexity will be like order, and since we'll create a map, we will look through num array only one time to calculate map values, and the time complexity will be order of n. But since we are using one map, space complexity will be order of n. But in this question it says constant space. So there is one more possible solution that will reduce this issue, that uses bitwise operators. So the idea here is, if there is a number h, and we take XOR operator for this one, the answer will be like, let's take 2 for an example. Answer will be 0, I think. Let me check. 2 sort 2 equal to 1 0 1 0. So answer will be 0. So x or x will be 0. Okay. I need to test that out. I got confused, so I tested it out. So let's go through this solution. So what we can do, we can create one variable with name answer, and we'll keep adding XOR values. We can take XOR of all the elements, and there is one more property we need to consider in this case. If there is one X and XOR, we take XOR with 0, the value will get X. So what we can do, we can take XOR of all elements. So XOR of all elements, all the elements in the array, like 2 2 1. So what will do, 2 XOR 2 XOR, so in this case there will be 0 XOR 1 is equal to 1. So we'll get our signal. Okay, let's go through the array and add that as an let's create one variable as answer. Answer will set as 0, and we fill the array. Answer answer. So answer contains XOR of all elements, and since we already tested it works, so let's test one more with the second example. So first we'll take XOR 4, XOR 1, 1 0 0, 0 0 1, and we'll get let's try like calculation in our minds. We just go through 1, then 2, then 1, then 2. So we are creating some statement like this. 1 XOR 1 will be 1. Oh, sorry, will be 0, and 2 XOR 2 will be 0, and 4 will be only left. So I think the solution will work. And since we are looking through only one time, the time complexity is order of n. Since we are not using any additional space, so space complexity is 1. Order of complexity is order of n. Since we are using only one loop, so time complexity is order of n, and the space complexity order of 1. Let's submit the solution. We'll see. So it worked. It has a runtime faster than 75%, and memory uses faster less than 53% solutions. That would be it for today. If you like the explanation, please like the video and share the video, and also subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye.